Mexico City, the heart of it is called a place called El Centro, which is kind of the more old-looking buildings. There's a huge cathedral. Yeah, the buildings look really antique. Antique, I think that's the word. And it's got a really awesome feel to it. It kind of has a European Spanish feel to it almost. I wasn't in that area though. So that's the center, and there's just thousands of people. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people, and they're just cramming in the streets. And that's not only for the center. In Mexico City, every single street is full of people. The buildings are all touching, as in every building, there's no separation, there's no yards in front of their houses or big patios or small patios. They're just apartment touching apartment or house touching a house. And they have kind of a garage and a door leading to their house. And inside of those houses, there's 3 or 4 generations of people. That's why Mexico City is so amazing, is that you'll get the great-grandmas with the great-grandchildren, and that house is just packed with aunts, uncles, dogs, cats, and it's just a riot in each house. So there's something called the tianguis, which is a real Mexico City thing. Those tianguis are kind of street vendors. They have big pink and purple and red tents, and it's really fun atmosphere that anyone can sell. Anyone is allowed to sell, and they come and bring their own things, or that's their specific job, is that they sell food or fruit or shoes or socks or clothes, whatever it is. And it's really cheap clothing. If you think about DI or something, Desert Industries, it's kind of that stuff. And you can go and buy anything for a really cheap price. But that's a really fun atmosphere, is that people are yelling and saying, hey, it's cheap prices, and they're yelling and saying stuff about the Americans, and it's a fun atmosphere. And we got to go there on preparation days just to do our shopping. It's cheaper food there, not unhealthy sometimes. I mean, it can be, but that's where we would spend some time on P-days buying our needs. The cars, there's a lot of slug bugs. That's kind of all for Latino countries. A lot of slug bugs. It's a traffic-based city. There's just so much traffic, and it's at different times. But you kind of learn what streets have a lot of traffic at which hour. And there's a lot of buses. They're called micros again, or camiones. And the micros are a little smaller. They're kind of like a condensed bus. And it comes down the street. You wave at it, and it stops. And you get on, and you give the guy, you say, we're paying for 2, or you're paying for yourself, whatever. But always with 2, obviously, with missionaries. And so he takes us. He just goes on his route, and we kind of just jump off when we need to. And it's so awesome. It's so fun. The same with the big buses. You kind of get on and then you jump off when you need to. They're just a lot bigger. Let's think. There are civilized cities. Some people don't really realize that about Mexico. I thought it was going to just be like dirt and donkeys. Not anything against Mexicans, but I just thought that from all the movies I've seen. So it actually surprised me how modern it is. And people have cell phones. I was thinking people in sombreros. They have teeth, they have hair, they're normal, completely normal people. And it shocked me. I remember thinking, wow, these people actually have style, and I just had no idea.